And I then have to
Rhymes. All right. Listen, we've had some technical difficulties today, but guess what? We're here. We're a little late, but we're still great. So, this is Black Women History Month in the box. I'm not doing any intros today. You know who I am. I'm Queen. If not, check us out at blackboxradio.com. We stream live 6, 8, 9 times a month. Check us out on Facebook. We still streaming to Facebook at BlackBox Radio, but also our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, and definitely we stream into YouTube daily. We disseminate information to the Black community and other communities. We platform Black people, and we definitely expose Black genius. So please join us. We are unapologetically Black. We fly. We do Black. We be Black. We is Black. So tonight, I got my sister here. So we're late. We jumping right in. I did 6 women. Y'all don't even get it. I have been in space with 6 great Black women for 2 weeks, and this is my 6th. Can you imagine? And tonight, it's just all brown girl. It's a brown girl world tonight because I don't know. I just feel so good to even platform Black women, give them spaces to be themselves, and for me to communicate with them, but also to present them to the community, because Black women are dope. We are definitely the glue to the world. No one says it, but I tell you, anything falls apart, we make things happen. And so it is a blessing for me to have this platform and be able to put Black women in this space, and for you to see their genius. And so we have another one tonight, our last. And you know what they say, save the best for last.
Hey.
So
there were some great ones before me, though. Let's get that straight.
Yeah, it was some great ones. I'm not negating their greatness, but we got Teresa Davis. Say hi to the people.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Baltimore and all the surrounding states and city. What's up? I'm here with the girl Queen and all her Blackness. And this is a special month. So, hey.
Let's do it. I say, let's do it. So, T Davis, because I call her T Davis. I don't know if y'all can, but that's why I call her.
For years.
For years. So, T Davis, she's not new to this. She's been on BlackBox Radio a few times. So, I'm so blessed that we still have this relationship. She is the filmmaker of Baltimore. She's all over the place dropping art, guys, everywhere. I mean, it's just amazing. Her murals around the city about her what she's doing. I mean, T Davis is it. So everybody knows T Davis in the hood, in the pinky up part. She everywhere. T Davis is everywhere.
I love Baltimore.
She even put my non-acting retarded self in one of her productions. We was at Morgan. I'm like, this T Davis is amazing. So I'm so glad to have her and introduce you guys to her. The ones who don't know her, because most people know her. So T Davis, tell the people first. Let's do a little backstory so they'll get a little background on you, because they always see your work. So where were you? Are you from Baltimore? Were you born?
I'm a Baltimorean, straight up Baltimorean, BMore.
All right.
How
so
you want to
your
say
high school?
Baltimore.
Give us some backstory on you.
Yep, I am Black, all the way Black, and I'm very, very proud. I am a Baltimorean. I am a filmmaker. I am an author. I am a model, and I am an actress, and also a director.
Okay.
I am from the east side of Baltimore.
That's what I want to hear. Okay.
Born and raised. I was first born. I want to see. I was from the projects till I was like 5, and we got uprooted from the projects. I thought it was the worst thing in the world. And my mom was like, "You'll thank me later." And yeah, we moved about 15 minutes from there, 20 minutes from there, but it's a better location. And
still
that's why
East Baltimore? You still was in East Baltimore?
East Baltimore, Patterson Park and Preston. If you know Teresa Davis, you already know where I'm from. If you don't, that's a tidbit for you that I was in the projects first till 5. And then I was moved to East Side.
East Side. Okay. We rep high schools. That's a Baltimore thing. They rep all the high schools here. I don't know. I don't understand it. Not being from here, it's just amazing how everybody loved their high school. So where did you go to high school?
I am a Dolphin, which is Lake Clifton.
Ah,
and I was
Lake Clifton.
Yeah, I was a poet. I went there for a little bit, and then I went to Lake Clifton. I liked Lake Clifton better.
Okay. I did. So we got a graduate from Lake Clifton. Okay, I think you might be my first. I've had Dunbar. I've had, of course, Poly City. Okay, so we got a Lake. I love it, in the park. I remember going to Morgan and going through the park and seeing Lake Clifton sitting over there on the right.
And now Morgan has brought Lake Clifton.
I didn't want to say all of that.
Oh, okay.
But you're right. it
How
has
about
been
that?
it has been purchased. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, but that's what happens, unfortunately. But I'm glad a black school, at least a black entity,
Mm-hmm.
is in possession of Lake Clifton. And
I think it's a great idea.
it's not a high school anymore right now, so it's going to be
No.
just a part of Morgan. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with that. No problem with that.
Yeah.
So you are a filmmaker. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
how did we get here? How did a girl from East Baltimore, Lake Clifton, just a city girl, how did you get and say, listen, I want to put art out there? How did this happen?
It happened. A black girl like myself, I love black stories. I love telling black stories, and I love emulating things that are around me
Mm-hmm.
because that's what I know. So I never reach, like you may never see me reach for something that I'm not knowledgeable about. If you do, that means I did my homework on it.
Okay.
So I like telling stories about what surrounds me in my life and what I've seen all my life.
So your stories are grounded in your experiences.
Well, not necessarily my experiences, but my references from what I see.
What you see. So around your environment, things that you've seen. So you bring stories forth from that.
Yeah.
Your
And
books too.
maybe I'm sorry.
Your books too. Your books have
My
been
books, my books first. My books are first.
okay.
I'm a 5-time published author. They came first and then came the canvas, telling my stories and putting them on canvas. They're an extension of my books, a lot of the stories and also what I see in my neighborhoods. I'm also a hairstylist. So when I'm doing hair, I get stories plummeted toward me, just stories after stories. And then I can I can take that story and I can make it something else. It's just I get so many ideas from things. Just a word will spark me, and I'm like, you know what? Just a
Mm,
word. So I hear a lot of things throughout my life. I hear
wow.
things being told to me. I hear things when I wake up, when I dream. A lot
Mm,
of my stories come from when I go to sleep. I know nothing about what I'm dreaming about. I just know that it's a good story. I can cultivate it. I can make it my own. I know it sounds
mm.
weird, but it happens to a lot of writers.
No, it sounds artist. It sounds like how art is created. Like artists, the downloads, you don't know where they come from, you don't know what they are, but then they're manifested into art.
Hmm.
And so that's what it sounds like to me. Is like you're getting. I said the best things that's happened to me, Teresa T. Davis, is at night. The ancestors download into me when I'm sleeping, and it wakes me up.
I get it.
You
I
you
totally
know
get it.
exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes I keep a pad on the side of the bed because I know something might come.
Yeah, and it leaves really quick too.
So you got
If
to write it down.
you're getting old like me, I'm like, what was that dream about?
What
It's
did I hear?
gone.
It's
That dream
gone.
is gone.
But the blessing is that I guess I'm that orifice that's open for it. So it continues to recreate itself. So
Hmm.
I might have missed that one, but I promise you I'm gonna get another one.
Yeah.
And it might be a part of that one. It might be the contractual version, the contracted version of that one, but I get it. So I understand that. I don't, I never thought I was an artist, but I
I
damn,
guess you are.
I'm a creative. I know
Of
that.
course you are.
I really
How you
did
not
not.
gonna be an artist and then you collect all these artists and you reach out to all these artists. It takes an artist to know an artist.
Woo, you better, girl, you done said a word. See, now you preaching. I want you to say, I want you to
Who
get out.
knows talent that's not talented? Oh,
I
he's
want,
talented. You're not even talented. So talents
that's
begats
true.
talents, put it that way.
That's true. So you know what? When I first met you, you had these. I want these people. I want everyone to know the titles of these books because these titles
Oh, I
is
love the titles.
amazing.
Tell me the titles. I love
Yeah.
them.
So tell us about your 5 books. What are they?
Okay. The first title is Ghetto Misery Uncut.
Ooh,
That's an urban book. My very first book I ever wrote in my life. It's one of my babies, and it surrounds. It's fictitious. Ideas I put together and made up, but
mm-hmm.
it is fictitious. It's one of my son's favorite books. He loves that book. And then I did a second book called Ghetto Misery Uncut: Street Landlords Part Two.
Street
So
Landlords Part
yeah, Part Two. And
2. Okay.
those books you have to get online. I don't have any more of those. I've sold out twice in them. So in order to keep restocking and restocking, I'm doing this solely with God. I don't have a budget. I have a shoestring budget is what they call it. It's a budget that you don't have, that you create something with and you just do what you have, you work what you have.
Mhm.
So a lot of things you have to go on Kindle and you have to go on Amazon to get because I can't keep replenishing it because I'm on to the next project.
Got it.
Um, and then my third one is Hysterectomy of the Hood.
Wow.
My fourth one is Pistol Whip. I did with another person. It's a co-author type of thing. And my sixth one is Dope Dick, which is about heroin in Baltimore City.
Like, whoa. Did y'all hear those names? Toptic.
Mm-hmm.
Hysterectomy the Hood. What's that about?
Hysterectomy in the Hood is basically a part of the name, and hysterectomy means to remove.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wrote about the inner city, the drugs, the rehab. When something's taken away, when people come and they sell drugs in our neighborhood, they've taken away a part of our society, our economy, our living, just even with our overall education. And it's about taking away. It's about the life of people who are on drugs, who aren't complete and whole because they've been using drugs. So it takes away some things from them: how to love, how to respect, how not to steal, and how not to lie, stuff like that. So I named it History in the Hood. But the story, it follows a girl who it follows four individuals, and my story's kind of intertwined. Like, you ever watch the movie Pulp Fiction?
Mm.
When all those stories came together at the end?
Yes.
That's how a lot of my writing is. It's nothing where you say, I know what's going to happen. I don't write like that. I write where you have to put the puzzle together and then it clicks, and it's like the Rubik's Cube when you keep doing that Rubik's Cube. And like, I got all the colors on this side. My stories are like that. So they come together. They keep you interested. They keep you honed in into what's going on. So that's what History in the Hood. It's one of my favorites, though. It really is. It's actually prolific. It can make some people mad. If you ever saw the movie Precious, make people mad. Some of that goes on in that.
Okay.
So a lot of drug use. So
it's real urban stories. Really, the breakdown of the hood.
That one was really really grit.
Real gritty stories. Mm-hmm. So are these the reason that we move on to filmmaking? Are you going to make any of your books films, or, have you ever thought of anything like that? Or
yes, I would love I would love for someone to pick it up, because not that I couldn't do it, because I can. I started to do it several times. I was like, I really can't do it right now because I don't have the money, the money that I need for the props. Mm-hmm. I never want to hear someone say I don't have the money, because I'm doing the movie right now. I don't have a lot of money. Mm-hmm. I don't have what I want to make this movie happen. I don't have the props. I can't afford the props. A lot of these places have like palm trees and they have like landing strips. Like, I don't have the props, so I need someone to do that for me, to fund it. I would like to be a DP or assistant director, or even just on set for a reference, they call it, to make sure it's done right. I don't have the funds. I know that for a couple of the books. Some of them I do, but for some of them, they're a little more intricate, and it takes a little more involvement of props. And like now, I do a lot of thrifting to buy my props, and it works.
Okay. So projects that you're doing now, let's talk about that. Mm-hmm. So what's in the pipeline?
So right now, the entire city of Baltimore and some surrounding counties, and even further than that, I have a lot of people from St. Louis. Thank you. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys in the Mediterranean. Shout out to everyone who's on you guys are to follow me out of the States. Thank you, that are waiting for Kicking Indoors. That's the hot thing right now. Everybody's waiting on, and we're working on it diligently. We're taking our time. We're going at it aggressively, but we're not gonna overextend ourselves and rush it. I get to film once a week, every week, because I do have a career. I don't just have a job. I have a career. I wear a lot of hats. So I'm not like a lot of my friends who are they don't work, so they're able to film every day, every week, and they just pop out projects like they're having babies. I be teasing them like, yeah, another baby. But me, I have a career, so I wove this into my career.
Okay. So Kicking Indoors is it still filming?
Yes.
And the editing part, I mean, where are we? That's so.
Oh, I have nothing to edit. What I do every time I film, I'm the editor as well. Every time I film, I edit. So now I'm waiting for the next film, the next shoot, the next time we on set, then I edit. I don't let things pile up. That's why when pile up. Yeah, people say, well, when is it going to be ready? Well, I'm working my ass off, if I can say those words.
Yeah, off. You can. Okay. Off. So it's a crime series. So is this so is this film like different, like a multiple amount of films, or is it something that comes on every week, or is it coming on? How is Kicking the Doors going to come out? Do you know?
Well, it's a web series. So like all the other web series you see on Tubi and Primetime. You see them every, you know,
Okay.
they load up and they send, you know, you get to see one season and the next season like that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be in episodes,
Yeah,
and then see.
yeah.
Okay.
It's no
All
different
right.
from the web series you see on your local TV shows like your Hulu and same thing.
Okay. And it's Baltimore based. So
Yes,
the storyline is about what's going down in Baltimore.
yeah, and it involves the police officers. We if you watch things like CSI, those police stories like 911,
Mm-hmm.
you know, on 911 every week there's a different scenario to the show, but it's still about crime. On my show, it's no different. Every week there's a different scenario, or every 2 weeks.
Okay, it's gonna be a different scenario, and it's about crime, and I know it's gonna be fly because it's Baltimore, and you're actually taping it in Baltimore, so a lot of people
It's
gonna
going to
know.
show you Baltimore.
It's gonna show you what. So we're gonna tour Baltimore. We're gonna see some of the things that go down in Baltimore. And is the series based on someone's story, or is just based on experiences again?
This one is based on a conglomeration of things that go down in Baltimore City, things
Mm-hmm.
that actually have taken place that I may have made a spinoff of. When I say things, I mean like the crime itself. Like let's say someone got robbed today. Okay, so I may do a scene where someone get robbed. I may show you someone getting robbed at the park. It doesn't have to do anything with me. It's just a story of someone getting robbed at that particular park. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
mean it's that story about that park, but like that. Like we have a lot of stories about the cops, their backdrop of their lives. Like I'm a cop, I'm a corporal. Um, I run an elite team. Uh, we're not a regular SWAT team. We are a very different SWAT team where we have our own set of rules, and our set of rules are compiled by the mayor. The mayor, which is our former mayor, Jack Young, plays the mayor in this particular movie film, and he's in charge of me, and therefore I'm in charge of the team. And the mayor tells us what to execute and what to do.
Wow, you see how fly T Davis is? She got the former mayor in her joint. This is how fly she is. The last mayor that served is the mayor in this series, right?
The first mayor, which is Jack Young.
Jack Young. Okay. Wow. I'm really excited.
Oh, he
So
played this role too well. I thought I was fired like twice. He, I'm like, we are acting, right? You know, you're not firing me, are you? So he's
so
awesome to work with.
so it's really, really good. That's good. That's
He's
good.
funny. He's funny to work with. He's one day we were working, a story I'll share with you, and he messed up, and so he was like, cut. I was like, you don't get to say cut. And he was like, I want to cut. I was like, I have
Oh
to
my
say it
God.
though. What are you doing?
Did he say cut? Oh my God.
Yeah, in the middle of the scene. What? Do that over. He is hilarious.
Did he not say do it over like he running stuff? I love it.
I have to commend him. He learned all his lines.
Okay.
This it's gonna seem like he doesn't have any lines because he just learned verbatim. He said he wanted to do his best.
I love it. I love it. And you didn't say you're an actor too. I mean, you acting all of this joint, you directing the joint, you putting it together. I want you to guys to say this is multi-layered. This is what Black women do. We do it
Yeah,
all. So she's everything. She edit the joint, she cleans it up, she colors it, she does it all.
I filmed it, and that was the craziest
Films
part.
it.
Me being in it and having to film myself, and I was training a couple of people to help me because you know I film with the 13 Pro Max, and a lot of people don't film with their cameras, and some people are starting to do it more. And it's kind of weird that I'm trying to be in it and film myself. Look at after a while, it's kind of I like to film the subject.
But I told her, like, she films with her phone and
Hmm
does an amazing job with that. And that's amazing. I mean, and that shows you that type of skill that you have. If
hmm
someone really hones into, because these phones are so amazing, and they're so in the power that they have, and they're getting better. And
It's so many things you can buy to go with it.
to go
I
with
have
them, to
all
enhance
kinds of
them.
things. Yeah.
Yes.
I
And
have the slider. I have the microphones. I
yes.
have lenses. I have the same
Hmm.
thing that I had with my two cameras, my two DSLR cameras.
Yes.
The same thing with this mics. I got all kind of mics. I got lights.
It's amazing what the phone can do, and then the cameras are getting more, they're getting better, they're getting faster, the resolution in these cameras, they're 14. Oh my God.
Wait till you see the pictures, the colors that are in this film.
I
the
can't wait.
intricate colors throughout the city of Baltimore, the hood.
Oh,
My back, I tell you, a lot of people don't know it, but my backdrop is North Avenue and Pennsylvania.
wow. Hot as fire over there. Fire. Y'all don't know about no Northern Penn. I want to tell you about it. It's first of all, when you go in the middle of the day, it's 500 people
Yeah.
chilling. The subway hits there, the buses hit there, the library's there, the meth clinic is there, the all of the eatery, the little Chinese folks is there. I'm telling you, it's the hottest spot.
1515 clinic is there.
Well, thank you. The clinic is it's the hottest spot, one of the hottest spots in Baltimore.
And it's
Every
the
drug you
backdrop
want
of
is
this
there.
movie. It's the
Every
backdrop of
addict that
kicking
you
and
want
doing.
is there. The cops sit there.
The drug dealers are
Yeah.
there.
The drug dealers are there. When
The
I tell
drug
you
buyers.
Northern Penn is the hottest, one of the hottest spots in Baltimore, and that's your backdrop. Like what?
It's my backdrop. Like, did God do this to me? Why did I do this? I even put a mural on Baker and Druid Hill.
I'm telling you. You know, I saw that. I got pictures of that getting done.
Yeah,
And
you were there.
I
You
was
came
there.
and cleaned up for us and you helped.
I sure did. And
And
then
that
he
was so
came back
noble.
and he made it nicer. I'm like, it's so nice now.
Yeah.
I'm just like, look at T Dave. You spreading like mustard, sis. That's what you do.
It was crazy because the drug dealers, I was like, are they gonna be a problem? Because sometimes they are. And they didn't give me a problem at all. We had a day where we bought t-shirts, we fed them, we had drinks out there, water, and we had my books giveaway. We gave away books and we gave away shirts, and we did like autographs, and people took pictures with the neighborhood. And like I say, the addicts, they came about. Some of the addicts are some of the best actors, and they are from Penn and North Avenue.
You ever see a crackhead tell a story?
Yeah, they are in my
That story is contorted into anything.
They can act.
They can act. You
There,
better
there was
know.
one lady that I won't say her name. You know, she's an addict and she knows it. She says it, and we appreciate her. And she's like, "This is what I always wanted to do," and she has done that. Scratch that off your list. She's a great actress.
Really? Oh my gosh. I want to tell you a fun story about Northern Penn. You know, I go all over the city. You know, I'm everywhere. I try to be everywhere. And I want to depict Baltimore in just such a beautiful light. And the black people, I just love Baltimore. So I pulled up at Northern Penn and I said, listen, I'm going to show the people the hottest spot. So I have, I got my camera on my little gimbal, right?
Yeah.
And I was headed out the window. And then I started to get out. I swear to gosh, about 15 guys descended on me. 2 came off the top. 1 came from the back. 1 came on the side. It was one on the roof. I said, what these people?
They don't like that being film stuff.
They said, sure, you can't film out here. I said, it's BlaKWomenS, bro. I showed him the card. He was like, oh, okay, I see. I see you, but since you gotta talk to us first.
Yeah, you gotta talk to them.
This is public property. Listen, don't think because you see all of that stuff going on that ain't nobody watching you. That's what I want you to know. Don't you pull up on Northern Penn and think you're gonna just film.
They welcomed me. The first day I was there, they said, check us out, what you doing? You know what I mean? I said, hey, my name's Teresa Davis. You can look me up. I'm doing movies. Then somebody called me. Yo, Teresa. Like, hey, what's up? They come over. We say, that's Teresa, boy. What's up, girl? And I'm like, oh, thanks for vouching for me. He was like, what you doing? I said, well, I'm doing a movie.
Exactly what he said to me. And they were all around my car. It was like, what you doing?
Yeah.
And I was like,
it get real up there.
It's real. They was like, what you do? And then as soon as it was okay, they dispersed.
Now they mad at me. Where you at? I said, it's other parts of this movie. It ain't just Appeal North of Penn. I gotta go to an NA meeting part. You know what the NA meeting is? Get in one.
Get in. Thank you. Can you get in one, please?
Yeah.
Because half of them that stood in front of me,
where you been at?
Yeah, half of them guys stood in front of me. They was high, sis.
Yeah.
They was high as fire, but they was taking care of that business.
I love that. I love the fact that they welcome us. I never have not one problem. And I've been up there for a long time filming. They will block off so people couldn't come through, so we won't have anybody in the film that shouldn't be. And they just was nice to me. That's why I had no problem coming there, showing them love. And I don't know, people just was so nice.
That's what's up. Shout out to Northern Penn and all the brothers and all the sisters. Shout out to y'all.
There's one girl in the movie. Her name is Jai. I love her. she walked up to me and she said, excuse me, what you doing? And I told her. She said, I see, I thought y'all was filming. I want to be in it. So I told her what the movie was, the makeup was, the breakdown of it all. And I said, you got to fill out your paperwork. And she said, sure. She did it. She got a Caucasian guy in it for me. He filled it out, and they ended up staying on in the movie.
Wow, let me ask you a question, because that that segs in a question. So when you're out, sometimes you are actually getting actors that are definitely contiguous to that area. Like
Yeah,
you are, wow. So
all
you're
the
just
time.
all the time. So it might be a regular person. Wow, you making stars out here.
It'd be it could be a derelict. It could be, I got homeless people in my movie that sign. It could be people that's using, and they sign and they say they want to be a part,
Long as
and
they
they
sign
and
that
they
paperwork.
they sign their paperwork. I take their picture. That's
Uh-huh.
what you want to do too. You do that. Take their picture. So you say, "Isn't this you?" Sign that, and you have a witness. So that when I got people on my set with me, that's my witness. It makes it all so much easy.
Wow. So you really don't have to find anyone, because they write on. Listen, you need a crackhead.
They raising their hand,
Wow.
and they are some of the best actors. I'm talking about. I say, well, here's your lines. We're gonna come back to you. You want to learn your lines, and they learn their lines. Some of them just have be extras background, but most of them. I got one. His name is what's that guy name? Oh my God. He was really good, and he said, "You know what I'm out here doing?" I said, "Yeah." He was like, "I'm saying I always wanted to act though." I said, "Okay, I'll give you a chance." He gets so mad when I'm not on North and Penn. I said, "I'll be up there. I got other scenes other
Yeah,
than North and Penn,
you know, I want to say something to you, because you're a film director, sis. North and Penn is its own film. I want you to
isn't
know
it?"
that thing is a reality series. Real talk. I hate to tell you, I don't do that type of work, but if you ever wanted something that people would watch, North.
I'll give you a hint though. I did have someone OD on there that I had them to portray someone OD.
And they actually did.
No, portraying it
Oh wow, really?
right there on North and Penn. That's where it happens. That happens all the time up there.
Yeah, that's what happens. You're right.
I'm in the
Man,
trenches with this one. I'm in the trenches with this one.
listen, listen. That's what we want. We want to see, because some of this stuff won't change unless the world see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I listen, expose it all, but also it is a part of our lifestyle, unfortunately. And we got to see the things that's ravaging our neighborhoods, and also the things that make us so great, that we have all of these obstacles and we still can have a community. We still can have great children. We are still
Mm-hmm.
creating amazing things. So listen, I'm here for all of it. I am definitely here for all of it.
Yeah, we also like to show some growth and people changing. So that's why I incorporated the NA. There's an
Mhm.
NA. Shout out to Dee's Place that's located down off of I think it's on Chase Street. I think Dee's Place under the bridge, Preston and Wolf Street, and
Mhm.
extension of John Hopkins, right down the street from John
That's
Hopkins.
East Side.
Yeah, so we were able to film at Dee's Place. They let us come there and do mock NA meetings. So we want to show Baltimore where we're hurting at and where we need help at.
Absolutely. And it only takes somebody from Baltimore
Mm-hmm.
to show Baltimore. It makes it real. I seen, because I never saw The Wire and all of that. Because,
No, I haven't
because
had a chance to really
yeah, because
sit and
I'm really
watch
don't
that.
want I don't want that in my mindset, that this killer game, and then
Yeah,
someone who's not in our community is the one who films it. That's a problem for me. For me,
yeah.
and I'm not saying it's nothing, no
I saw
shade.
some of it, but I haven't had the chance to watch all the series. I'm too busy chasing my own dreams and
Yeah,
bringing them to light and
yeah,
making people heal. I like to make people heal. I am a true believer. If I can make someone like yourself think, laugh, cry, or feel something, I have done my job as a writer and a director. I don't want to just shoot people. I can shoot people all day. But what can I make you think and feel? So you're gonna see some shooting in this movie. You're gonna see some murder. You're gonna see some sex. Oh my God, yeah, you're gonna see some sex, and you're gonna see drugs. Mm-hmm.
I
But you're
love
also
it.
gonna see
I
a
told you
change.
I want to be that killer. So you got
Oh,
you got to be a killer for me, sis. I want to kill everybody. They're like,
You want to kill something up?
I'm a serial killer out here.
Yeah, serial killers. I'm a lover, but
You say you're a
but
lover.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I'm really really interested in seeing, when you told me about it, and then you went about it, and we had the interviews with some of the cast. and then when you had the party. So I'm just really interested in seeing
I
that.
decided to give them a party and the little slight small premiere so they can see some of their acting, because some of the people are very much so first time actors,
Mm-hmm.
and because the COVID has shut me down for a year, and that
Mm.
so people don't think about that. Like, what's taking so long? Hey, COVID was out here, people dying. Hey, I couldn't film. The film authorities said don't film, and we didn't. A lot of people didn't film for a year, and so
Mm.
we had to follow. These are guidelines for film. It's called film set. They're guidelines. We had to take.
Oh, that's what came out of COVID.
Oh, that's before COVID.
Oh, that's
There's
before. Okay.
always guidelines with filming,
Okay.
and when you're in the city and people around. So
Okay.
yeah, because of the COVID, then you had to take film test, COVID test for COVID set is called, to be upgraded on what's happening with the COVID, to be knowledgeable. So there's a
Mhm.
6-hour test you take, and you have to pass it with the 85 or above. I did that. I have the certificate for that. I moved forward. There's rules to this game.
Mm.
So can you imagine the peer pressure? I do be under a lot of pressure when people say, hey, when? I used to say, that's so nice. They're wondering when. Then I was like, wait a minute, let's calm down here. And I'm working. When you're working and you have your own pace, it's important that you block out what they call the white noise,
Mm.
because you're worrying about quickly doing something, but are you worrying about the passion that goes into it? Are you worrying about the intricate locations that you need? Are you worrying about them props that make these things look real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you worrying about finding that right look, or are you just going to throw someone in there because people are ready for your movie? And
That's
then they'll chop it apart. They're going to chop it apart either way.
Yep.
Why not give them something to eat off of?
Mm. I hear you.
Food for the brain, food. I want to make you think something. When you see my movies, you're going to think about something. And I want to make you cry in some scenes, because that's why I have the ability to make you cry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I hear you. So we know kicking the doors is coming. What's next?
And then I'm also working now while I'm doing Kicking Indoors. There's a guy, his name is Ray Luger. We've been waiting to work together for 10 years or more now. He wrote a script and he said, listen, sis, that's what he calls me. He says, sis, when I'm ready, I'm going to call you. And lo and behold, he calls me in the middle of Kicking Indoors. So I kept my word, which I'm very big on, that. And I said, okay, let me just get some of these scenes down. So I got a lot of scenes down, and now I'm back and forth between both movies. It's called Affiliated, and this is another piece of awareness that's going to be really big for Baltimore. It's all shot solely here in Baltimore. All Baltimoreans are in the movie. Some are new, some are old, some are not actors, some we have taught, some are really good actors. We had 2 casting calls for it, and we're about somewhere in midway done, and we got a ways to go, because this is not a series, it's a film. So it doesn't have to be as long as mine's, because mine's is like, I have like 2 seasons done already.
Oh wow. Gosh. So let me ask you a question, because folks who are aspiring to this, because more than anything, we want to kind of give people toolboxes, give them information. So if you're aspiring to do a film, you got this film in your mind, I want to shoot a movie. This is what I want to do. What would you say is the first thing you would do? How much is it? What the time? Kind of tell us the process to be a filmmaker and a film director and the things that you're doing.
Well, I can't give you the price, because every project has its own price tag.
Got it.
And like I say, I don't know the price to those books you're talking about. I know they're going to be more intricate, because I've written some elaborate things that I can't put my hands on.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put my hand on a jet right now, but I wrote about a jet. Get it?
Okay.
So the price is something you shouldn't think about. You should just think about building it. Like, you should write your outline.
Mm-hmm.
1, get it all on paper.
Okay.
2, figure out, hey, I have some friends who may want to act for free in my family. Use your family and friends and do a skit maybe, and practice that way before you jump into a movie. That's what I did. I
Mm-hmm.
involved all of my family, my niece, my nephew, my sons, my daughter-in-law, everybody in my family, my sister, everybody who's in my family has played in any of my projects, and I
Yep.
incorporated
They are
them.
actors. I've seen it.
Yeah, my grandkids. That saves me money,
Yep.
because I'm teaching them a craft, and they're helping a loved one.
Yeah. Legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if you want, you could feed them. I do that. I try to buy all the props. I don't ask my people to give me money. Some people do. They ask for like a little kitty or whatever. That's
Mm-hmm.
not something I do. I'm an Aries. My birthday is next week, and so
Is it?
I'm an Aries. Yeah, and I'm not one who
Happy
asks for things.
pre-birthday to you.
Thank you. So, but people do whatever floats your boat. I like to feed my people, and I like to, I like to give them a party once in a while. I don't
Mm-hmm.
charge them. I let them bring their significant other, let them eat. And that's how you get people to work for you. And you be earnest, meaning honest to these people.
Yeah.
I don't promise them anything. They say they don't even know when the movie come out, but they know it's coming. They
Yeah.
like, man, Teresa's working hard. They know their scenes. They know what I'll give you an example. The other day, a young lady, she was watching, she was there for the first time and she did great too. Her name was Kia. She did great. And then there was another one who did really great. Their first times. And they were standing in the middle of the movie watching when I said action. Instead of being the movie, they were watching it. And I'm like, you're supposed to be acting. They was like, it's so good. I'm sitting there. I'm sorry, I'm watching. They just stand there watching a movie like this. I'm like, no, stand back up straight. You're supposed to be smiling right now. Watching this movie. I said, oh, okay, I know it's good. Can we get in the character now? That happens a lot.
Wow, that's what's up. Listen, that means you're captivating. If you're captivating the artist that's actually putting down the art, then you're doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
So you're doing it. I can't wait. Listen, I am excited for this thing. I can't wait for it to come out. So I'm like, listen, I got some stuff from that. I got some pre stuff.
Yeah. I think a
Yeah,
lot of people are going to be happy when they see Melvin Russell. I don't know if you know who he is, but a lot of people from
yeah, that's the
Baltimore.
cop guy, right?
Yeah, they're very
Yeah,
excited because he's retired
he's
deputy police
retired.
commissioner of Baltimore and acting deputy, and he retired. And he's a pastor now. And I got someone to call him up, Donna Black. I love her. And I said, tell him Teresa Davis wants him to be a movie. Can he call me? She said, I'll tell him. And he calls right back and he says, what do you need done? I love Donna Black. What do you need? If Donna Black tells me you need something, that's why I called. I said, okay. So now he's my new bestie. Oh, been a year now.
That's
He's
so
been doing
beautiful.
really good. He plays a pastor in this film. There
Oh
are some
man.
touch pieces in here.
Oh
A
my
lot of touch pieces.
goodness.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you know people that know people. So we're clear about that. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's a blessing to treat people right because it comes back to you.
that's so true. That is so true. That is so
Mm-hmm.
true. So I know that we had a hard stop because you celebrating tonight. We get it, So
Yeah,
we had
I
some
got it.
technical difficulties, but that's why I jumped right in
Yeah, that's
because I
good. I
wanted
love
to
it. I love the questions. I love the meat. I love it.
yeah,
It's okay.
I really, really want to celebrate your work. And when some of your stuff come out, I just can't wait. Folks can say, listen, I heard her talk about it.
You
I
shut the
heard,
city down. In
yeah,
fact, I was just on Fox 45 yesterday. I was modeling. I don't know if you saw it on BMore Lifestyle with Mark Clark.
your model
And
too, sis. Lord
yeah,
have mercy.
yeah. And so we talked about it after the show because I was on there modeling for Kimberly Jones, Kimberly Consignments, and she's doing a big show this weekend, the 25th, at 4 o'clock at 1700 Light Street. I'll be modeling that day as well.
Wow,
And your boy, Mr. Greg, will be modeling too. So I'm excited
that's
about that.
nice.
Yeah. So
That is nice.
everybody at the TV show wanted to know when is it coming out. It's like as soon as we
Yeah,
got out the air, when is it coming out?
yeah.
And we're gonna go back and talk about it when it comes out on Fox 45 and some other TV stations. So
Well,
yeah,
you
it's
better
gonna be
come on
pretty.
the box. I don't want to hear
I'm
nothing.
gonna come
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah. You ready to drop yourself in the box and come and talk about kicking the doors because we definitely
Yeah.
want to hear about it and
Awesome.
bring some. You're gonna bring some to cast.
I
Remember
would love to.
we
To
talked
your
about that.
show. I would love to.
Yeah.
Listen, I got a trundle of people. That's a lot.
I live in the city, guys. This inner city living. You know how they do.
It's a lot. Yeah, I hear. It's a lot of people in this movie, and I respect every one of them. They put a lot of work into this movie. Some people are playing something that's far fetched from them. That's not even in their lifestyle. So I commend them.
Yeah, I can't wait. I want your son. I want your daughter-in-law because she's playing like
Oh,
a Muslim cop. I
you
want
won't
her.
recognize her.
I want my
Her
postal
mother.
chick, my postal lady to smile. She's a poster. I want her. I
She's
want your
beautiful.
cousin, the nurse. I want her.
Yeah, a
I
lot
want
of people, man.
I want the
And
guy from Pennsylvania, from live in Pennsylvania now.
Trey,
Yeah,
Trey,
I want
yeah,
all of them, all of them, all
he
of them.
did a great job. He
He did
did.
a good job.
A
So
lot of people aren't playing themselves. That's why even with the characters, I change people. Like if you're a cousin or a family member, it's your wife. I switch them. You're not playing with each other. I'm training people to be different,
I
and
love it.
they're surprising me. And the murals, the one that we have on Preston and Milton, is
Yep,
iconic. It's been there. September makes it 3 years.
it's
The one on
iconic.
Drew Hill and Baker's been in 3 years. And then
Iconic.
there's another on Biddle Street and Bradford's been there 2.5 years. And now we have a new one on Preston. Mr. Kevin Graham that passed away, he's on the wall. He was alive to see it done before he passed.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Where's my Ken Cole?
Ken Cole is, oh my God.
Where's my man?
He's at work right now, but I'm going to tell him you asked about him. When you see him in this film, you're going to say, that's not even him, because he's reaching. He's definitely reaching. I love to challenge him, and he's doing a great job as an officer in this movie.
He's a great actor. So I expect all of that from that brother. That's my man. I love Ken. Love Cole.
Well, he's going with me on my birthday retreat. A lot of my friends are going for my birthday. I want to be with my family and my friends. So it's a bunch of us going to the mountains.
Beautiful, beautiful. That I met you through him, you know.
That's
yeah.
I know how you met me. How can I forget? Hey, you gotta meet Queen Ness. Who is Queen Ness? What's her name? It's Queen Black. Woo! The show. He was so smitten, and yeah, he was right.
That's my man. That guy is. I think he's so talented. You know, and his rapping skills. He's just a talent. He's just.
And Moth. Don't forget about Moth. Myron Higgins, Moth.
Moth. How is my Moth?
Very talented. Moth is playing a sinister person in this movie. I don't want to give it away, but he's playing a sinister killer, and he goes in. You're not going to recognize him in this movie with him playing the sinister person, and he's doing a lot of music for the movie.
Yeah, I know. Another talent, you know, and homegrown. Love that guy. Love Moth.
He's doing some music too for the movie.
Oh wow! So listen, you got it going on over there, sis. You definitely got it going on. So
I'm blessed with all these people. I'm blessed.
Yeah. But listen, but you bringing the content, and then they're getting in it and expanding it. So you got to bring it to us. So we're waiting on it. I'm patient because I know how it is to be an artist, and people be like, "Well, when is come?" I hate that. So I'm not even gonna ask you that. We're not even going there. But we're at 8:07. And I definitely want to have this hard stop for you. I promise you I would.
I'm going to put this picture up later. I just screenshotted this.
Okay. Yeah, I said I would definitely have this hard stop for you because you're doing things and you got to go out and celebrate. And your birthday's coming. I want to say happy pre-birthday to you. Enjoy your birthday. I wish you many, many more. And when you got that killer out there, that killer role, I'm gonna get it together.
Where do you see what I'm going to do on my birthday? And it's going to be like, I know Teresa did not do that. Yes, I did. I told my family what I wanted to do. They agreed. So
what are you doing?
It's going to be great. I'll have to tell you after my birthday.
Okay, tell me after. I'll check in with you. When's your birthday actually? What's the date?
The 30th. It's next Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday.
Yeah. Wow. So after that weekend, after my birthday, I'm not going to tell people what I'm doing yet. You got to wait, but it's going to be nice. Everybody said they're going to do it. They're like, no, it's your birthday, sure. So it's my little small wish, and I'm going to get my wish.
Well, listen, that's how life is. Get your wish. You know, you're creating spaces for other people. Now it's your turn. Yeah. So I love it. Happy birthday to you. Listen, thanks for being number 6.
Number 6.
No, you are we had the Power 6 this month for Women History Month in the States, but actually at BlaKBoXX Radio, this was Black Women History Month. Mm-hmm. And we had 6 amazing, worthy, authentic Black women who are so powerful in this space. Okay. And tonight we end with Teresa Davis, a Baltimore filmmaker, actress, model. What else you are? Editor.
Actor. Yeah.
She's everything, guys.
Model.
Great artist all over the place. She's a mother.
And I'm broke.
She's a mother. She's a grandmother. She ain't broke. You see them cabinets? Ain't no broke over there. It's just a pleasure to have you. And thank you for coming through. Thank you for bringing your genius. Keep filming Baltimore. Keep providing places for Baltimore talent. This is a beautiful city with a lot of charm. Mm-hmm. And you are putting a charm in Charm City. And we appreciate you, sis, for sure.
Thank you. Coming from a child of God, I appreciate you. And all you've done for Black history and also Black Women's Month. I thank you so much.
Absolutely. Listen, you got to come back when you pop. When the pimple pops, bring it over to me. Don't play that. Don't play. I know you'll be a star and all of that, but don't forget about the box.
Yeah, I got a lot of people, and you're one on the list. I got a lot of people that I promised to come through. They've been patient waiting. They've been taking pictures and putting stuff out there for me, and you've been one of them. I'm going to come through to everyone who's been here. Trust me, I got all you guys.
All right, sis. Listen, you have a good night. Don't party too hard, okay?
Yeah, I got to be. What's time? Okay, I got downstairs to my clients. I got to get back
Yes.
to work real quick. And
Bless you. Have a good night. Can I get some deuces?
deuces.
We
Black
gone,
Box
guys.
Radio,
Black Box,
baby.
we boxed up and out.
Out.
Deuces.
All right
Pieces.
now. You
Good
got
night.
it. Bye bye.